Hey tubes, I was just cleaning out the garage and I came across a bunch of these old Maytag parts here. These here are Maytags, these are Briggs, these bases are Briggs. But most of these are Maytag. And a while ago I was talking to Mike, telling him we should make a single Maytag out of a twin. You know, it's not something that we invented, but it's, you know, something that's been around for a while. One of our friends, Terry, his son made a real nice one. You know, you just take a bunch of old parts, and a lot of these, they're not good enough to put on an engine for a Maytag, but they're good enough to make something out of. So I do have some flywheels here, but you know, like the ears, let me get out of my own shadow here. You know, but the ears are all busted off. That's something you wouldn't want to put on an engine. And here's a weak magneto, another back end plate, and they're probably good. Them flywheels are probably good. I don't know. But anyway, let me clear some of this off and give you an idea of what I plan on doing. All right, like I say, we planned on doing this a while ago, but life sort of got in the way. You know, all the guys, they had something else going on, and they, you know, the coupe took up a lot of my time, and Mike bought a new house, and little racer bought a new house, and little dirt bike is going to college and stuff like that. So we really don't get together much anymore. So this is just some little project I could throw together. Like I say, it's only a bunch of parts. Like there's a jug for a Maytag twin. There's a crank, that's for a 92. We won't be using that. Here's the whole block and a crank. So I know that's probably good because it has a, I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like the end was snapped off. You know, the threads. See if I get some better light. Here we go. Yeah, the threads were snapped off, but if I build an engine, I probably won't even need the threads. So we could probably use that crank. That's a 92. We won't be using that. That's a mixer. We might use it, but I doubt it. I think I might go with a carburetor. Might make a carburetor go on it. Got a couple jugs. I'll find the best one. These are all 92 jugs. Here's a base for a 72. That looks like, or a block. I should call it a block. That might be the block I'm going to use too. An exhaust. Won't be using that. A Kickstarter clutch. Won't be using that. And here's another mixer. Like I said, I probably won't be using that. Here's something I might use. That looks like a carburetor off of a chainsaw or a weed whack or something. So I might put a carburetor on it instead of a mixer. All right, let me clear some. Oh look, here's a bunch of pistons, connecting rods. So there's a piston and connecting rod. So I should be able to find something there that I could use. Let me take this shit off the table and show you what I plan on doing. Alright, here's a basic idea of what I'm going to do. This is a base off of Briggs FH, probably a 1927, 28. Somebody's probably looking for one of them, but what are you going to do? Some of them worth a lot of money. I've seen them go for a lot of money on eBay sometimes, but what I'll probably do is make a little plate to go over the top here and seal it in. Use this for the gas tank. I'll throw this piece of plate on there just to show you what I plan on doing here. And get a block here. Like I say, this one piston's supposed to come out of here, one out of the other, so you just block off the one piston. And I'll bolt that down nice and everything. And then here's a cylinder head. Just throw that on there. And then there'll be a little machining, not much. I got this weight here. I was worried this was too heavy, you know, but then I weighed them, and this here weighs just a little over 7 pounds, and a regular flywheel on a Maytag weighs just under 7, so it should work just almost perfect. And then I'll bore that hole out and put a QA in it and use that. But what I think I might do is this here is the bearing. I think I might cut that down so that the flywheel sits a lot closer to the engine there. Plus, this is tapered, and this here is still all flat. I think it might be. I don't even want to guess. Looks like 5/8 to 3/4. Don't know. Or I just may leave it. Maybe taper the shaft. There we go. Maybe taper the shaft on the flywheel here. Maybe I'll even put a. Maybe I will leave it offset and put some kind of little rubber band or pulley here, and have a tiny little fan blowing air on the cylinder. Or else I could just, maybe I'll just do that. Maybe just put fins on that. That might be high enough to create some air. But that's about it. And then instead of putting the original, let me see here. Sometimes what they do is they'll cut this short. This actually belongs in here. This is actually where the jet goes originally. This, like I say, this engine is on its side right now, and this piece would go in from the bottom. That whole area is big enough, but you could use that and use a jet. Like I said, there's a lot of things you can do with this, so I probably won't be using this. Like I said, I might be throwing a little carburetor on there or something. But anyway, I'm all just still thinking the whole thing out. But basically, that's what we're going to do. And I'll probably incorporate some of the boys and get their ideas and maybe their help when they're available. But other than that, I'll probably be doing this myself. Alright, let me, I guess the first thing I'll do is I'll make a plate. Trying to find a piece of 3/8 stock or something, make a cover for that. And a bottom for one of these cylinders. Alright, let me get doing that.